If I told you I had no idea what the name of the show is, would you believe me? If you know me, you know that this is true. And if you don't know me, my name is Jessica Black. I am a host and content creator, and I like to call myself the intersection between football, soccer, fashion, and culture. We're just winging it today. I have no clue what the name of the show is, but I do know what we're going to talk about. And it is Women's History Month. So we're going to be talking about women that changed the history of soccer. We're also going to be talking about the Louis Vuitton and Real Madrid collaboration and why it makes so much sense. Spoiler alert, it's not just because they signed Jude Bellingham. There are other reasons why this makes total sense. And this could be the biggest fashion and football collaboration that we could potentially see. And we're also going to be talking about the huge moves that Tems and Issa Rae are making in the soccer space, how integrating cultural icons like them is going to help propel soccer in America. Let's get into it. When we talk about pioneers in women's soccer, we have to go way back. Some of you grew up with Megan Rapinoe and Alex Morgan. I grew up with Michelle Akers. She inspired the players we consider GOATs today. But how exactly did she change the history of the game? Let's break it down. Back in the late 1980s and early 90s, women's soccer was still fighting for recognition. There was no professional league, very little media coverage, and the opportunities for female soccer players were very, very scarce. Michelle Akers joined the national team upon its inception in 1985, and she scored the first official U.S. women's national team goal. In 1991, FIFA held the first ever Women's World Cup, and Michelle Akers put the world on notice. She scored an incredible 10 goals, including 2 in the final against Norway, leading the U.S. to victory. She was cooking. Across her career, she won 2 World Cups, an Olympic gold medal, and became one of the first players inducted into the National Soccer Hall of Fame. But her impact wasn't just about numbers. She set the standard for leadership, grit, determination, and resilience. These are all key characteristics of the U.S. women's national team today. She was one of the players, if not the player, to lay those foundations down. And those foundations have had additional layers added on top of that to make that who the U.S. women's national team is. You have players like Mia Hamm and Julie Foudy and Abby Wambach and Alex Morgan that have just added their layers. But that first foundation came from Michelle Akers. And if you know anything about the way that Michelle Akers played, she was the definition of tough as nails. And can we get into the aesthetic? The big hair, the number 10, the 90s kit? Perfect. She was the first to sign a shoe endorsement, and you can see why. Did you know that Michelle Akers changed the history of the game? Let me know in the comments. Now, I do think we moved on from this way too quickly. When I saw this news drop, I was like, this is massive. The Louis Vuitton and Real Madrid collaboration is absolutely perfect. These are the types of things that I get excited about and I geek out on, and I hope that you guys do as well, because I'm about to break this down to you. This makes so much sense. We know that Louis Vuitton signed Jude Bellingham as a friend of the house, and so they see this partnership as a natural progression. And I 100% agree with that. But I think that this collaboration has the potential to be the biggest and most successful partnership between a football club and a fashion brand, even bigger than PSG and Jordan brand. And the reason why I feel that way is because they are a match made in heaven. And honey, if you're like, Jessica, what do you mean? Of course, I'm about to break it down. Louis Vuitton, founded in 1854, is one of the oldest luxury brands in the world. It has stayed relevant by embracing streetwear, adopting a drop model, and consistently appealing to younger consumers. In 2024, it had the highest brand value, proving that Louis Vuitton has had a lasting influence. Criticism of being too loud, Louis Vuitton remains unapologetic. When you wear it, everyone knows it, and that's the point. Similarly, Real Madrid, founded in 1902, is one of football's oldest and most successful clubs. While other European giants have faded, Madrid remains a powerhouse, continuously evolving while staying true to its identity. And I did a little bit of research. When you look up words to describe Zenga, Real Madrid's previous fashion partner, the words that you get are sophisticated, timeless, refined, tailored, craftsmanship, sustainable, and understated. That doesn't sound like Real Madrid to me. Does it sound like Real Madrid to you? Let me know in the comments. But when you look up words to describe Louis Vuitton, you get words like iconic, exclusive, heritage, prestigious, status symbol, global, and aspirational. Now that sounds like Real Madrid. Both Louis Vuitton and Real Madrid are OGs in the game. Historic yet constantly reinventing themselves, they're bold, influential, exclusive, and undeniably iconic. And that's why this collaboration makes so much freaking sense. Issa Rae and Tems just pulled a major power move. The two cultural icons are officially part owners of San Diego FC, making waves in the fastest growing sport in the United States. Soccer is definitely the it girl sport of the moment, in my opinion. But why? Let's get into it. Issa Rae, writer, producer, entrepreneur, and the creator of one of my favorite shows of all time, Insecure, has always been about uplifting Black creatives and shifting the culture. She said, "Soccer is a universal language that has the power to bring people together, and I look forward to contributing to San Diego FC's journey as we make history in MLS." Tems became the first African woman to own a stake in a Major League Soccer team when she joined the ownership group of San Diego FC this year. Tems' company, The Leading Vibe, partnered with Pave Investments to help facilitate this acquisition. San Diego FC is the newest team in MLS and is already making noise with its diverse ownership group and commitment to growing the game. Soccer is definitely having a moment, from the US women's national team dominating to Messi bringing his star power to MLS and the 2026 World Cup being on home soil. This sport is pulling up like never before. Let's talk numbers. The 2022 World Cup was the most watched men's sporting event in U.S. history. Women's soccer is outpacing the NBA in attendance growth, and brands are throwing big bags at soccer collabs. Shout out to Nike and Adidas. With Issa Rae and Tems stepping into ownership, the game is getting even more representation from the voices that shape culture. Soccer's glow up is just getting started, so if you haven't been paying attention yet, you might want to. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know I don't have a name, but by the time I upload this, I might have thought of something. Just maybe. I definitely want to hear in the comments what you think about the topics that were discussed. And make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel so that we can grow the community. I'll see you on the next one.